you have not been shown love until you have been shown love by a Sagittarius man. So if you clicked on this video because you're interested in a Sagittarius man, or if you want to get to know your Sagittarius man a little bit better, I suggest you stick around until the end of the video, because we're going to be talking all about the Sagittarius man in this video, what makes them so attractive, and who might be disappointed by the Sagittarius man. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Denise. I make astrology videos. I'm an astrologer. I make astrology videos with the sole aim of getting people to understand themselves better. I really believe that astrology is a really wonderful tool of self-discovery, and my whole purpose in making these videos is to help people understand themselves and other people better. So if you want to understand your Sagittarius man a little bit more, if you want to appreciate him a little bit more, then stick around. First, let's get into some background. Let us pop the hood a little bit. Let's look at the operating system of the Sagittarius male. He is made up of mutable fire ruled by Jupiter. So let's take that apart. The mutable part is what makes him very adaptable and able to change and shift depending on the situation and whatever kind of energy is required from him. The fire is what makes him so spirited, so passionate, so confident, enthusiastic. All of these words really are describing just fire in general. But if you combine all those things with the fact that they're ruled by Jupiter, that is what makes him knowledgeable, wise, curious about the world, curious about connecting with people who are different from him. This is what makes him have faith and a lot of desire for exploration. So essentially, what a Sagittarius man wants to do for you in your life is to invite you to broaden your horizons and to really get you to be a more confident version of yourself. Sagittarius men make big, bold moves. And I know I already said this, but I'm gonna say it again because it's that important. You haven't been shown love until you've been shown love by a Sagittarius man. Sagittarius is going to show you love that is very big and bold and in your face, that is really going to lift you, that is going to lift your spirit and lift you out of any sort of negativity that you've been in. So this is why I think Sagittarius men are so amazing to fall in love with. So what makes them so attractive? First of all, they are smart without seeming like they're trying too hard. So if you do not like anyone who's a try-hard, anybody who looks like they're doing too much, you're going to appreciate the coolness of Sagittarius. Sagittarius has this way of just doing things in a very confident way that doesn't seem like they're showing off very much, unless they have a very bold sun. But Sagittarius is going to be very intelligent, and this is the intellectual fire sign. So the fire signs get, written off as like, oh, they're just very like spirited and they're very aggressive and they're this and they're that. But Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and remember that Jupiter is the planet of knowledge, of spirituality, of education, of judges. Jupiter rules judges. They give really wise counsel. So if you like people who are intelligent without maybe being so airy, all up in the head, you want somebody who's intelligent but also sort of moves on their intelligence and makes bold moves, then you're going to be attracted to Sagittarius men, because not only are they wise and intelligent, but they apply those things in the real world, because remember that fire is always concerned with expression and the things that we do. Sagittarius men are also supremely confident. They are ruled by Jupiter and they are a fire sign. Fire signs tend to be very confident, and confidence is something that is very attractive. Another thing that makes them supremely attractive is that they're funny. I get this image of Jupiter as being kind of like a man with a big belly and like laughing. That is what Jupiter is supposed to be like embodied into. So that big belly that like laughs, that big belly laughs, that is very Sagittarius. Sagittarius loves to laugh and to have fun. And the last thing that makes them supremely attractive is that they're always down for a new experience. They are always down for something exciting, something that they haven't done before. And for them, a huge part of how they gain wisdom and knowledge is through experiencing new things. That's why they are addicted to trying new things and going to new places. Who needs a Sagittarius the most. So you're gonna need a Sagittarius the most if you need a confidence boost, if you need somebody who's going to be your cheerleader, who is going to really just like, what do they call that, gas you up. You need somebody who is going to make you feel good about yourself. You want a Sagittarius man. If a Sagittarius man likes you, he is not going to be quiet about it. He's not going to be modest. He's going to be loud and in your face and tell you how amazing you are, how much he likes you, how amazing your hair is, how intelligent you are, how good you are at your job. Whatever it is that he likes about you, he's going to be loud about it. This is not going to be like Aries. Aries is very like direct. When all the fire signs are going to be very direct. But Sagittarius takes that and turns it into kind of like a motivational speaker, because Sagittarius are very motivating. They're very optimistic and always looking for new horizons. So they apply that to their relationships. They do that for the people that they care about and they love. So he's always going to be your biggest cheerleader. So if you've been feeling down about yourself and you're curious about a Sagittarius, make sure you give them a chance, because they definitely will not disappoint you in that department. Another thing, if you need some cheering up, if you are a little bit of a Debbie Downer and you need somebody to, kind of show you the silver lining or show you the brighter side of life, get with the Sagittarius. They can always find the silver lining in any situation because of their optimistic nature. Jupiter makes them very faithful, like they have faith in something. They might not be very religious. If they aren't, they could be, but if they're not very religious, they still have something within them that sort of sees a glimmer of hope anywhere because of the whole Jupiter thing. Jupiter always is going to have an optimistic outlook because they have this connection to spirit that allows them to sort of be like, well, things might be shitty right now, but in the future, they're gonna get better. And Sagittarius has a way of convincing you that that future could be brighter. So if you need somebody to cheer you up, Sagittarius is your man. Also, if you've been working too much, if you have the kind of lifestyle where you never allow yourself to have fun, or if you've been sheltered, if you haven't experienced a lot of things and you want somebody to push you to try new things, Sagittarius is your man. Sagittarius is going to remind you about the things that truly matter in life. Because remember, they're like philosophers. So they're going to come with a life philosophy that is all about, enjoying yourself and having a good time. That is very fiery of them. They're very much concerned with happiness. So if you want somebody like that around you, it's contagious. Positivity is contagious. So if you're a bit of a Debbie Downer or you work a little bit too hard, Sagittarius men are where it's at for you. And lastly, who's going to be disappointed in Sagittarius men? So obviously this is going to depend on the rest of the chart. I obviously am not seeing your man's specific chart. I'm not seeing your specific chart. Remember, we have a whole ass guide. This is just talking about one sign. But if we talk about just the sign on its own, if I isolate it for the sake of this video, the one thing that could be disappointing about Sagittarius men is if you want something very serious and very committed right away. If you want something right away, like you want to solidify things and you want to move in and you want to sign some papers, Sagittarius is going to be like, whoa. Sagittarius always needs freedom because for them, the future is something that is meant to expand them, and they are always looking for something off in the distance. And if you tell them exactly what is in the distance, if you're like, the finish line for us is we're getting married, we're going to have 3 kids, this is what I want you to do for work, this is what I'm going to do, this is everything, if you lay everything out for them and you don't allow them to imagine how magical the future could be, it's kind of like you're cutting off their horse legs. Remember, Sagittarius is the centaur, so half man, half horse. So that horse part of them really likes to have that ability to roam and to run off into the distance. And if you're telling them exactly what is in that distance, they're going to run away or they're going to ghost you. They're going to just leave. They're not going to be into it because it's like you're cutting off their dreams. So you cannot do that. You need to, dream with them and allow them to believe that the future holds infinite potential, because that is the Sagittarian way of being. You need to be able to get on that wavelength and understand that for them, the future holds infinite potential. So if you try to limit something and to define something and be like, this is the finish line for us, then you're going to be supremely disappointed because your Sagittarius is not going to be happy. Let me know if you've ever dated a Sagittarius man and what are the things that have sort of been the best thing about him for you. I'm married to a Sagittarius. And before I forget, let me just show you this amazing ring that was sent to me by a company called Beautiful Constellations. It's so pretty. It is the Sagittarius constellation, and I'm just showing it to you because I actually think it's really beautiful. It's really shiny. I was so surprised with the quality of it because they're not super expensive. They're like 35 bucks, and I don't have a coupon code or anything. I'm just showing it to you in case you want to get one. It's super pretty. I had to wear it for my Sagittarius video. I'm also a Sagittarius, so I thought it was appropriate. So if you want to get one for yourself, they have them for all the signs. Make sure you go to beautifulconstellations.com. I'm gonna put the link in the description in case anybody's interested. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one.